Welcome to Right Side Trading, where you can learn how to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is Sunday, March 27th, 2016, and today we'll be going over the market review. So let's get started. Before we go ahead and do that, I do need to let you guys know, if you go to our website, of course, we have this expo that is coming up in May. For those of you guys who might be able to attend it, simply log on here and click over here, and it will take you to the site for that. But that's not the reason for this review today. The biggest thing I wanted to point out is if we go to our disclaimers page right here, I need to bring this up. It says, our products and services are provided solely for educational purposes. Our written and verbal statements, including those provided on our websites by our staff members, testimonial individuals, affiliates, and clients, are personal judgments and should be regarded as such. These written and verbal statements do not constitute investment advice. The government wants us to let you know that we are not licensed professional financial advisors, so please make sure that you seek the advice of licensed professional financial advisors before you make any investment or trading decisions. We are simply people that just give you our opinion as to what we see on the charts. All right. Okay. So that being said, let's go to the chart for this week. This is the daily chart of the SPX 500. And as we can see, the market has been rallying up since February. Very strong rally that the market has been going up. It literally broke all the resistance areas that we had prior to reaching where it is right now, which we thought, based on what we saw, was actually going to have the market come down. We saw that the market was setting up for a bearish reversal somewhere around here. It didn't. It failed. Then it did it again over here. It failed. Then it did it again over here. It failed. Then it did it again over here, and it failed. So that was 4 times in this uptrend that the market came to certain resistance levels, acted as if it was going to go down, gave all the symptoms of a bearish setup, and but it just failed to follow through. Okay, so now we are at a position, at a point in time where we are literally at what I consider the last stage for the bears to prove that they are going to take this market to the downside. Okay, and that is this line of resistance right here. Now, I say that this is the last area, but technically, the real last area is up here at this level right here. Okay, if the bulls can go past this level right here, we are officially, without a question, out of the bear market. But to me, this is the most important line right here. Most specifically, this area right here, I should say. Let me draw this line right here. Come on. Okay, right there. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the area that so this line right here, I mean, the market has been breaking through all kinds of resistance, going up, and as much as I hated it, it was still like bearable. Okay, but at this point, at this junction in time, we need to see the bears really, start taking things down, or else this would give way for the bulls to really take this market up, okay? And I think I mentioned this last week that because of some of the things that we saw going up over here while the bear market was looking like it was supposed to go down and it never really did, we had to start looking into what was going on globally with the financial markets to see if there was anything that was causing this to go up. And of course, we saw that, the governments in Europe, China, Japan, Sweden, and as such, they were all injecting stimulus plans into their market. And we all know what happened in 2009 when America injected their stimulus plan, how it, rallied the market up to to the present day that we are in right now. So we have that in mind, but we are at a location right now, this area right here. Let me circle that. This area right here is a very critical junction, in my opinion, because if the bears are to really take this down, then this would be the point where they need to really do something. If they fail over here, then it's going to be very hard for the bears to take control over here, and especially over here. And of course, if they don't take control of these two last resistance right here, because these are literally the last resistance that we have. Well, let me actually do this, because there's one more resistance right here. If we were to like put in all the resistance that I see, okay, so we have this resistance right here. So we have literally only 4 more resistance, literally, that the market has before the bull market has officially taken over. Now, they've pretty much taken over from back down here, don't get me wrong, but if they take it out and take this out, then we will be seeing a market that looks very similar to, let me go back, let's go back to the 15-year, let's go back 20-year daily chart. We would then be looking at a market that seems similar to this, where we have a pullback, and then once it makes that high, it's a market that keeps on going up higher and higher and higher, okay? So if we look at this pullback from over here, okay, this pullback that happened right here, the market went above it, and then that was, you know, a sign that the bulls were back in play again. So even though it dipped back down again, we knew that it was going to go higher, okay? If we looked at when this one came, it took out, once it takes out that high, we know that the bulls are back in control. So even if we have a dip, we don't expect it to go below the low again and go higher, okay? When this high was taken, was placed right here, we can see that the market went above it again, okay? And you will keep on seeing that, all right? So that is what I'm looking at, saying that if we take out this high right here, all right, we have a very strong case of the bulls being back in the market again. But this area right here, like I said, the reason why this area is so important, in my opinion, is because when this bear market started, and especially the drop that we had from the rally in October of last year, we then started forming what I saw as, or what I see as, actually I should just do this, which is duplicate this, what I see as a downtrend, okay? So if I take this and I put it right here, all right, or I could even say maybe put it right here and extend this out, and I want to show you something. Extend this out to the right, and then we take this, we duplicate that, and we put it right there, okay? So from the drop that we've had over here, we can see, and let me remove this, remove this drawing, let me remove this drawing, and I'll remove this drawing as well. And then what I'm going to do is, actually let me do this, okay. I'm going to duplicate this, put this over right here, okay. And let's extend this to the left. And, I'm sorry, not to the left, to the right. Let's remove that. Cancel the left extension. We extend this to the right. And we extend this to the right. There you go. Okay. So if we take from the drop that we had in August that really started this whole bear market, we can look at the market now in what I consider to be a downward trending channel, okay, which is what we call our bouncing stocks as well, okay. So the market rallies up to this point, comes back down here, rallies up back up to this point, okay. And now the next swing leg should be to the downside, okay. So this is where I said, if it falls in between this will be the perfect pattern to fall in. But of course, the market can do whatever it wants to do. But this is an area where it's like, look, if the bears are really to take this market down, this is their last chance to really take this down in a uniform manner, okay? And, you know, right now, we are in that area right now. We saw some resistance, but we've also seen resistance along the way around here. Bearish setup, as we see right here, we've seen that as well, but unfortunately the market kept on rounding back up. Now there are some things that are like beyond the scope of this video that I'm doing right now that happened here that did not happen at the times when these happened right here, okay? So there are some things that happened, some indicators that we're looking at that shows us that we've got the confirmation of this bearish setup, and now it should be a stronger pullback. At least we should definitely experience some type of pullback. Now, how far of a pullback, or I mean, how far of a drop should we expect? That I don't know. But unlike these where we saw, just 1 or 2 days and, the rally went right back up, I'm not expecting that to happen. Now, again, the market can do whatever it wants to do, but with the indicators that are beyond the scope of this video that we've seen, it's showing that we now have a stronger case for the market to drop than we did when these happened right here. So there are 6 different things that we see that tells us that this market is ready to go down. Okay, so a lot of evidence that is telling us this market is ready to go down, that it is important for us to start getting prepared for that. I'll share a few of them. For instance, we have this resistance up here, of course, that is telling us, of course, that we have an opportunity for it to go down. Candlesticks are showing us that it's time to go down. Confirmation of candlesticks is showing that it's time to go down. We have indicators that are telling us that it's supposed to go down. Patterns that we have telling us that it's supposed to go down. The global market, when we look at all the other countries around the world, they are all at some point of resistance. China, Japan, Australia, South Africa, Nigeria, France, London, Germany. All these countries are all at a position where it's looking like we are at a position where we are due for a drop globally, okay? And I mean globally. And then also, if we go to the weekly chart, I'll show you something as well on the weekly chart, okay? This is the first time since February that we actually had a down week, okay? And, we've had bullish for about six weeks straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 weeks straight. We have bullish weeks, 5 weeks straight, for 5 weeks straight, and now we have our first bearish week, which is kind of also a bearish signal that could potentially start as early as next week, the beginning of the next drop. So we have about 6 or 7 different things that we're looking at that is showing us that this market is primed for a drop. So this is where now, with all the odds in favor of the bears, if they don't take opportunity of that and the market does not drop, and instead the bulls, rally up, then I would say that was the last opportunity for the bears to take control of this bear market. And I would officially have to say at that point in time that the bear market is over, the bull market is, already now officially in play. So that is what we're looking for next week. We're looking for some bearish setups. So we'll see how that turns out. But again, like I said, the market can do whatever it wants to do. But all I'm showing is that there's a lot of evidence that is showing us that this market is ready for a drop in price globally and also in the United States markets as well. Okay, so I'll leave you guys with that. But like I always say, check out our videos on our website. Let me take you back to the home page again. You go to our home page. You can also check out our right side blog right here. If you click over here, it will take you to our right side blog where you see all the blogs that we have. Myself and my partner Solomon, we update weekly, and Solomon actually does a little bit more than I do every week. He puts videos out there, so you guys can check that out. Please definitely take a look at those. If you want to learn more about our courses, you can go to our courses page. And if you want to inquire about our private mentorship, which has helped a lot of people see the market in ways that most people never see the market, you can go to our mentorship page and learn about that. If you know anybody that's interested also in our Traders Expo going on in Tampa Bay, Florida in May 2007, by all means, please let them know about it. Click on here, and it'll take you to the page where you need to go. All right? All right, like we always say, remember to trade on the right side with confidence.